What's up, guys? We are back on 10 and 60 with Miss Meg Smith. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Right on.
Yeah.
Let's start off and tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Los Angeles, but I've been in New York for like 6 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, hot minute.
What is your most used emoji?
I think it's the red heart.
Okay.
It's kind of basic.
There's a lot of heart variations.
Yeah, it's either the red one or it's the pink one with the little like yellow stars.
Okay.
I kind of go back and forth between those two.
All right.
Yeah.
I like the one that's like, it's got like the little arrows. It's a big one and the small one. Like,
Oh, I like that
you know,
one too.
yeah.
That's a good one.
And
Yeah.
the pulsating one's good. They're
Yeah.
all good.
All the hearts are good.
I actually at work I just like found this sick emoji pack that like it's just like ridiculous like little emoji. It's like this dude like slamming his hand on the ground, like little party parrots, and like everybody's like going crazy over it.
That's crazy.
It's just emojis bring happiness.
They do. I figured out a way to change, like, you know, when you do like a colon and a parentheses for a smile.
Yeah.
I figured out a way to do it so it when I do a colon and parentheses, it like flips, and so it's like a little tiny smiley
Really?
face. Yeah.
Okay.
Some people think it looks creepy. I think it's cute.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Emojis. I used to not know how to use them, and everyone would be like, "Bro, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean by that?" I'm like, I don't know. I just like the way it looked.
Yeah.
But then I realized like, nah, emojis
they have purpose.
They have purpose.
I feel like especially when you're like for irony, you know, when you're like, I'm so pissed off, and then I'll do like the smiley with the hearts. I'm like, I'm having a fucking horrible day, and then like the little hearts.
What is your favorite smell?
Oh my gosh, what a great question. My favorite smell is I like rose scented things.
Okay.
Rose scented things. Although my mom's allergic to things that smell like rose, so I can't wear like rose perfume and stuff, but I really like rose. Yeah.
And are you like
scent.
a scented, like, do you like what do you call them, where they shoot out the scents, or is it more like a candle type of vibe?
They shoot out the scents.
Yeah, like the humidifiers that shoot out.
Oh,
you
like
know,
a diffuser.
Diffuser, sorry.
I don't have one, although I feel like I'd get into it. I'm a big candle girl.
Yeah.
These days I'm rocking with those winter scents.
Okay.
Apple, cinnamon,
There you go.
pine.
Have you ever done a candle making class?
You know what's really funny is that my mom's gonna do one soon, and
Okay.
she's really excited about it.
They're amazing. I did one with my girl last winter.
Yeah.
And like now every time I like have that smell, it's just like such a good memory. But it
Yeah.
was so fun. Like there was thousands of scents.
Yeah.
And they let you like mix and match like 4 or 5 different ones.
Oh, I would get so into that.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
You sit there and you have some wine. They
Oh,
give
yeah.
Food. They make
Oh,
your
yeah.
candle. It's good.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great. It was up in Hudson, New York. So
Yeah, that sounds like
very
something that'd be in
upstatey
Hudson.
vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite snack?
Oh, I'm really glad you asked. My favorite snack, I'm looking directly to camera. My favorite snack, they don't have them at all the grocery stores, so sometimes you gotta you gotta search around. Spicy Cheez-Its, okay?
Whoa.
They make hot and spicy Cheez-Its. I used to be a hot Cheeto girl. I was all in that scene, in that world, that culture. And then they made hot and spicy Cheez-Its. I thought, this is interesting. They're so good.
I can
They're
imagine.
addictive. I'll sit and I'll eat like the whole
Cheez-Its.
box. And you know, one time I was on a flight to LA. I had brought some hot and spicy Cheez-Its with me on the flight, of course. And I was eating them. I put them in the little seat back pocket and we landed. And then the guy sitting next to me was like, hot and spicy Cheez-Its. Those are great. You have good taste.
I mean, I'm shocked right now because I've never even heard of those, but
That's
I'm
the
going to
thing.
find them
You'll
and get
see
them.
Now that you see them,
and
so
eat
they don't
them.
have them everywhere. So they have them at my local Key Food, thank God.
Okay.
But they're amazing.
Right on.
Yeah.
I actually discovered, are you familiar with Old Bay? Like the seasoning?
No.
Okay, it's like very popular, like DMV area. But anyways, they did a collab with Goldfish. So it's Old Bay Goldfish. It's an acquired taste, kind of. Yeah, it's an acquired taste, but like I'm obsessed with Old Bay. I put it on everything.
What is Old Bay?
It's like a mix of like paprika, salt, pepper, another couple secret ingredients that they don't put on there, but it's good.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. Shout out the collabs. The collab snacks are like,
oh, those are great.
incredible.
Yeah.
What would you say your very first memory was?
I wish I had like a really good one. It's probably, I have like a vivid memory of being like 3, and I think it was either my birthday party or my sister's birthday party, and I was dressed as Cinderella. Okay. And I just have this vivid memory of being in that little Cinderella dress and like walking down like the front steps of my house like barefoot, and there was a birthday party.
Sweet little memory.
Yeah.
Right on. What's your biggest fear?
Oh God. Wow. That's hard. I think my biggest fear is, oh gosh. I don't know. It's funny because I feel like I have a lot of friends who are like they're like so scared of like failure that they like don't try things. And I've always had the like I'm just gonna try.
It's a great
sort
mentality.
of, you know what I mean? Like, totally. What's the worst that can happen kind of mentality. So I guess I would say maybe my biggest fear is like I can be a little type A. So maybe like not taking enough silly little fun risks in my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think one, knowing that is something that you can like, not fix, but like make an effort to like, but yeah, I think like always just like getting out of the comfort zone and doing things that you may normally not do.
Yeah.
Is always, it's like, it helps you grow. Like,
I've been thinking a lot about this recently. I feel like living in New York, and also just like any big city, I feel like we're very like closed off, kind of out of like safety, especially for women. It's like you don't go around like, it's not like the South. You don't go around like smiling at people, you know what I mean? And people think New Yorkers are like really like rude because of that, which I don't think New Yorkers are. I just think we're like very like independent and
totally, everyone's on their own mission.
Everyone's on their own mission. Yeah. So recently I've just been trying to like just open myself up to like chatting with people.
Totally.
Like usually I'm very like closed off, you know, with like the cashier at the grocery store. Like you always be friendly, but like little things like that, like just asking how someone's day is. And sometimes it doesn't work out. Like the other day I offered my seat to someone on the subway, and she was very, very nice, and then very quickly started talking about some like spirituality stuff to me that was like I had no idea what she was talking about. She was like, you get it, like the vibrations of the frequencies and like it's all aligned. And I was like, totally, girl. But then it's a fun memory too. Yeah. I'm like, she was really nice, so it was fine, but it was also like really bizarre.
Yeah, no, just piggybacking on that, like speaking to the cashier thing, like you gotta become boys with your bodega guy.
Yes.
They'll take care of you, they'll watch over you, like they're always gonna be there for you.
My bodega guy. This was so crazy. I needed like super glue for something, and I went to the bodega and I was like, do you guys have like crazy glue, like super glue? And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, like super glue, like really strong glue. And he was like, what? Like I felt like, what am I saying wrong? Like, I was like, am I saying that wrong? It's like glue. And he was like, oh, like glue. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, we have it. And then he goes, are you British? And I do not sound British at all.
You got a little Brit look in you, though.
Well, but I was like, I'd been talking to this guy for like a minute, and he was like, are you British? And I was like, no, I'm not British. Anyway, that's my bodega guy. Thinks I'm British.
Shout out bodegas,
Shout out bodegas, yeah.
Little piggyback question here. Yeah. What would you say your biggest insecurity is?
Ooh, my biggest insecurity. I think I grew up with a lot of insecurity about my intelligence, which I think now as an adult I'm growing out of. But you know, a lot of dumb blonde jokes, a lot of like, when I feel like insecure about not knowing something, I tend to like make a joke about it, like, oh, I'm so stupid, you know, like stuff like that. And I'm trying to like grow out of that and be like instead of saying stupid, be like, I'm so silly. If I like, you know what I mean? Like if I like say something wrong, I'm like, I'm so silly. Instead of perfect. Like, no one's perfect. And also like, no one's going to know everything, and that's okay.
Of course.
So yeah, I would say like my intelligence, although I think I'm growing out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. What was the last thing that you cried about?
It would pan to camera. Oh man. You know what's I'm a big crier.
Crying's good.
Crying's good.
Crying's really good.
I was crying about politics.
Okay.
I was like really feeling some kind of way about the state of the world, and I was crying about it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Lots of crazy stuff going on. It's hard to watch. So that's what I cried about.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I feel like everybody like processes their emotions differently.
Yeah, totally.
And like, I personally, I tend to like bottle things up.
Yeah. That's such a man thing.
Yeah. But like, as of recent, just because my girl's been like more bringing me out of that.
Totally, 100%.
But like, yeah, like having a good cry is
it's
good.
so cathartic.
Like I'm like low key very emotional, but I try to like not project that, if you will.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll be watching a show or something, and like there's
Get
like
a little teary-eyed.
like there's like a beautiful shot or moment.
Yeah,
like I like literally get choked up.
I'm
like,
the same with movies and songs and like books. Like, and I think again, that's actually something I used to be super insecure about. Is I'm such a crier. It's like just the way like I process my emotions. Kind of like I would say like the opposite of you, where it's like I cry and then I feel so much better after because it's like I did it. I like got it out of my system. But so I would get so frustrated because I would like, it would be something really small and I'd be like, I'm not very upset, but I just need to like cry for a second and then I'll feel better. So yeah, I cry all the time. Okay. Big crier. Yeah.
Love it. If you could describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
Oh my God. That's so hard. One word? I don't know. Fucking. This is a throwaway, but creative. I feel like I can come up with a better word, but whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty creative.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. What or who means the most to you in this world?
Ooh. What or who? I think, I mean, again, this is going to sound like a throwaway, but music, and then kind of with the who, I would say my parents. They're very artistic and very, like, my dad was a lawyer and he's alive. He just retired. He's not dead. He was a lawyer, but he has like a huge vinyl collection, was like in a band in college, and just like grew up with so much music. And so yeah, I would say like music, and then along with that, like my family.
And your parents, music. I'm assuming, very supportive of the music.
Yeah, I'm really, really lucky. Did they inspire
you to, like, did your dad's vinyl collection inspire you when you were younger, or was it something that you
I think just like music was everywhere. My mom, she was like a stay-at-home mom when I was growing up, but before that she had a dance career. Okay. So there was like always a ton of music. Me and my sister were always in like community theater and dance classes and singing lessons, and so like now my sister's a costume designer. We're both very like artsy, and to the point where even my mom, because my mom had her career and then went to college afterwards because dance careers are really short. And so even like when I was graduating high school, she was kind of pushing me not to go to college. She was like, which is so bizarre for like all my other friends were like,
you don't need it these days.
Yeah,
like,
well, she was like, you're a musician. I mean, it's
good to have.
Totally. So she was like, you can go if you want, but like I honestly think you should just stay home and like keep making music and do your career. And like that I think is pretty rare to have like parents who are like, just go for it.
Love it.
Crazy.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And last question, is the glass half empty or half full?
Oh, it's half full. All
right.
It's half full. Yes. Always. Totally. Yeah.
There you have it, folks. 10 and 60, Meg Smith.
Yahoo! Woohoo! Thank you.